Hi, this is Elizabeth Cermak with Prudence from Your Highest Light, here every Friday at 11:11 to talk to you about your favorite topic and mine, attracting more beautiful things into your life. Today we're going to talk about how to raise your vibe. So I have the cameras a little bit different today, so if you're wondering, my Facebook's up here, my Instagram's down here, so I'm going to be looking back and forth. Hi Moon Shadow, so good to see you, so glad to see that you're here. It looks like my Facebook's a little bit crooked, but that's okay, we can handle it, right? Hi Erica, good to see you. So yeah, so we're here today to talk about how to raise your vibe. And there's so much talk, you know, this is so in now, so I'm kind of, something I've always been into, and it's funny that it's so like in fashion now, I feel like. So there's a lot of talk out there around, hi Erica, there's a lot of talk out there about how to raise your vibe. Oh, thank you Moon Shadows, I went back to the pink, to my pink hair, so I just like it. I feel a little bit more like myself like this. Okay, so I'm sorry, I keep switching, I keep on fixing this. So we're talking about how to raise your vibe today. Now, sorry Facebook, now, this, like I said, this is a topic that is really in fashion right now, how to raise your vibe. It's how to be happier. I talk about attracting more beautiful things into your life. So if your vibe is higher, you're going to attract more beautiful things into your life. Now, the problem is a lot of us who might suffer with anxiety, depression, stuff like that, we might think, oh my gosh, are we attracting bad things into our lives because we're not feeling good? Well, that's not necessarily true. I never want my clients to get caught up in thinking that. So you're not attracting bad things into your life if you're feeling bad. It's okay to have bad feelings, or I call them uncomfortable feelings. But I always say, you know, it's good to raise your vibe. Okay, so one of the ways to do this, and I've been guilty of saying this too, there's a lot of things out there that say this moment is perfect, this moment is perfect. And it is. It's not that this moment is not perfect, but some of us sometimes have a hard time knowing that this moment is perfect when it doesn't feel perfect. It feels bad. You know, there might be things happening that we would rather not we would rather not be happening. We might feel a way that we would rather not feel. So sometimes saying, oh, this moment is perfect, this is a perfect moment, and looking around looking for gratitude doesn't always help to raise our vibe. It might actually help us to feel worse. It might actually help us to lower our vibe. I'm glad you agree, Moon Shadow. So I think okay, so this moment is perfect. Yes, that might be true in the ultimate realm of things, but we can't always see that right now. Like, it might be hard in our limited vision to see how this moment is perfect. A lot of times when people go through hard things like divorce or something like that, they realize later on that was for the best, but in the moment, no, it doesn't feel so good. So how can we change it from this moment is perfect to something else and still raise our vibe and feel better? Well, one of the things that I suggest my clients do is not say this moment is perfect. So you don't have to accept that this moment is perfect. I'm not going to force anybody to accept that. But accept that this moment is happening. This is happening. So as soon as you accept that it's happening, then you can change your vibe. Then your vibe can get into a higher state. Okay, so not necessarily this moment is perfect, but this moment is happening. This moment is happening. So, so what do I mean? So, Marianne Williamson always talks about how the miracle or the magic happens in the present moment. So that's my mantra to teach you guys today. The magic happens now. The magic happens now. The magic is happening now. So Marianne Williamson always talks about, like, in the cartoons, you know, when the fairy godmother has her magic wand and she puts that wand up into the air. The magic wand always goes straight up into the air, right? So that is representing the spiritual. So the spiritual, if you want to think of the spiritual on the vertical, I hope I'm saying this right, vertical? Yep, horizontal. The vertical realm is the spiritual. The physical is the horizontal realm. And the only time the spiritual, the vertical realm crosses the horizontal realm is in the present moment. So that's the only time, that's when that miracle happens. That's when that fairy godmother turned that pumpkin into a carriage, right? It happened in the present moment. So your magic cannot happen in the past. It cannot happen in the future. It has to happen right now. So if you think about that, the magic is in the present. Then you can go deeper into the present moment and you can make the present moment more magical, whatever it is. So you don't have to say, because, okay, let's face it, we could be millionaires living in Hawaii and the present moment could be better, right? So, but we know that comparing ourselves invites misery into our lives. Comparing ourselves to other people, to other situations, comparing our lives to how it could be, that invites misery into our lives. So We just want to accept the present moment is happening and then tell ourselves the magic is in the present moment. The magic is not trying to change the past, is not trying to think about the future. The magic can only happen right here and now. We're alive right here and now. How cool is that? So, I mean, really when I started realizing that, I stopped, that's when the magic really started happening in my life. When I started knowing, okay, the magic is right here, right now. That's when I started painting my walls purple and getting a beautiful garden and paying more attention to my husband, because those things all create a better life. So once you know the magic is in the present moment, the magic is now, then you can start creating a better life for yourself, and then you can get to where you want to be. Okay, but you have to know that the magic is right now. Does that make sense to everybody? Everybody's waving, so I hope everybody I hope that makes sense to everybody. Hi, Dorothy. I hope that makes sense to everybody. So that's the mantra for today. It's really quick, you know, but the magic is now. The magic is in the present. So no matter what situation you're in, there's always magic. You know, the energy, when I talk about magic, you know, miracles, according to A Course in Miracles, is a change in perception from fear to love. So that change in perception can only really happen in the present moment. Even if it's about the past, it can happen in the present moment. So a miracle is a change in perception from fear to love. Now, magic, when you think of like the energy of magic, magic is very real. So that energy, that alive energy, that's only right now and right here. So do whatever you can to make your present moment more magical, knowing that whatever situation you're in, the magic is now. It's not even in the future. It's right now. How cool is that? So right now in this video is where the magic is happening. So we're going to do a tarot card reading for the weekend, and I think I'm going to just do the regular angel tarot cards. This is the deck I was taught on. This is my favorite deck. This will always be my tried and true deck. And I also dug out another Gabby Bernstein Miracles Now deck. This was her original deck, so I thought I would dig that out for us today. Cynthia Hegan, you got it. Good. Sometimes I repeat myself, but it's because I want you to remember it. So like the magic is in the present moment. The magic is now. I want you to remember that. So it's like a mantra. So you repeat yourself over and over and over again. I've been doing these Slay coaching sessions, and she talks about how beliefs are just thoughts we repeat over and over and over again. So like a lot of our negative beliefs that we have repeated them so many times that we don't even realize it. So that's why we repeat these more positive things over and over and over again, so they get into our subconscious, so we actually believe them. We can't just say the magic is in the present moment and then go on with our lives and never ever go back to it. We have to keep on saying it and keep on reminding ourselves of it. We have to watch things like this, you know, do things like this. So that Marianne Williamson talks about flexing your spiritual muscle. You know, I have to do that every day. Listen to things that keep my mind, keep my attitudinal muscles moving up instead of moving down. If you don't do that, you're going to be dragged down by the stress of the world. So you have to keep telling yourself. So that's why I repeat myself a lot. You know, the magic is in the present. The magic is now. So then you will remember it, because we've told ourselves the opposite so many times. Okay. Hi, Deb. So good to see you guys. Hi, Chance. Moon Shadows. It's so good to see all of you guys. I have a funny story. I'll just say it after as I shuffle these cards. So my husband decided to... Erica's feeling some stress today. Okay, Erica. Well, hopefully watching this will help. Knowing that the magic is now. That you can only do anything about the magic right now. And so being in this present moment, I'm glad you're watching. So if anybody wants a card pulled, let me know too. But I'll tell you a funny story. So as my husband, I'm going to talk about my husband. He's not out here right now. He, I did a Facebook Live with somebody else, or an Instagram Live with Lewis Motivation. He's on Instagram, and so we were doing an Instagram Live, and my husband thought we'd be done, and so he was like, he got on our Instagram Live, and you know, it was fine, but he had never done it before, so he thought that when Lewis said hi, you know, his Instagram name, and my husband thought we could see him, like that at his computer, like you could see me. He thought that you could see him. So if in case you're wondering, I can't see you. I know you guys all know that, but my husband was freaking out. That was his first live experience, I think, joining in something. Okay, so I'm shuffling the cards. These are the Angel Tarot cards for this weekend. Let me know, you guys. If you said, I might have missed some comments, so if you've said that you want a card pulled for you, please let me know and I will do that, okay? Because I missed it. I didn't see any. Okay, so these are the Angel Tarot cards. This is for today, Friday. Can you guys believe it is March 2nd? Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it's March. So it's March 2nd. Yesterday was a full moon. We still had that full moon energy. It was kind of a crazy energy for me this time. I felt a lot of anxiety around the full moon. I've changed my life a lot to where I don't feel that anxiety. I feel more magic around this full moon. My life used to be so chaotic that I just felt just anxiety, and I've changed it. So, but still, this full moon caused it. You know, it triggered that a little bit. So I hope everybody had a nice full moon. And the full moon's always good for manifesting new things that you want in your life. So make sure you're doing those visualizations and stuff like that. You still have that energy of that full moon. So manifest, you know, visualize what you want to manifest and decide for spring, you know, for March, what are you going to do differently? Now is a good time to start. Now is a good time to start releasing things. So since the moon's light is getting darker, we want to start getting rid of habits and getting rid of things that are no longer serving us. So now is the time to start thinking of that as well. Because once you start getting rid of stuff that no longer serves you, then you have more room for the stuff that does. Okay, I'm shuffling. So the first cards for today, March 2nd, Friday. Oh, they're not wanting to come up, so I'm going to shuffle. I haven't looked at when Easter is this year. I think it's in April. I know it's the first Sunday after the first full moon after the spring equinox. Okay. I love Easter. So that will be for today. And the second card is going to be for Saturday. These are for all my watchers. For anybody watching now, this is just like a group reading for anybody watching. So to get messages that anybody who's watching needs to know for their weekend. And then I always put it up later so you can see, so you can refer back to it. Because I always refer back to the cards, you know, on Sunday or something. I'm like, oh yeah, that card totally made sense. Sometimes the cards don't make sense when you ask the question or when you actually do it. It's usually, a lot of times later, I have clients who'll be like, oh my gosh, that makes total sense now. At the time, maybe it didn't. And the cards always will answer the question that really needs to be answered instead of the question that you ask. So today we talk about, okay, today we get the Seven of Water. I think we got this card last week from the fairy deck, but it says a complex decision, the need to do research, and stop procrastinating. So the time for procrastinating is over. It sounds like somebody is facing a complex decision. And as soon as you decide, I found this, as soon as you decide, the universe is on your side. So you need to make the decision and decide. Do whatever research you need to do, but stop procrastinating. And this has been a lot of theme for my clients lately too, is when you get stressed out and then you kind of avoid doing things, it makes your anxiety worse. So usually we're making things a more big deal than they are. So just face it. It's probably not a big deal. Face it and it'll go away. When we face our stress, it goes away. When we hide from it, it gets worse, right? I know everybody knows that, but we don't always do that. Okay, another water card. So this is just a lot of emotions this weekend. So for Saturday, we got the Four of Water, which is missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. So this card is saying that maybe you're not opening your eyes to the possibilities that are around you. So if you're feeling bored or discontent, or you're feeling like life isn't going in the direction that you want it to, I was talking a little fast there. If you feel like life is not going in the direction that you want it to, open your eyes. There's other possibilities. Search for the silver lining. Okay, so that's for Saturday. So these are two really emotional cards, both water cards. And then we got another water card for Sunday. Oh my gosh. For Sunday, we got the Two of Water. Okay, so this is a really, really, really emotional, deeply emotional card. And it says a relationship. It's about relationships. It says a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. So this is all about forgiveness. This card is about forgiving yourself, forgiving others, forgiving if you're in a relationship. It's about that relationship getting closer through forgiveness. You know, and they talk about, I mean, this could be a platonic friendship, it could be a romance, but there's those two, there's a merman and mermaid at the bottom of the ocean, and they're putting their cups together. So it talks about how they're putting their cups together because they want to be together, but they're still separate because they still want their own separate lives. So this is a really, really emotional card, but it is about forgiveness. So, so all of these, so we got all water cards for this weekend. How interesting. 7 of Water, 4 of Water, 2 of Water. So looks like it's an emotional weekend, and that's okay. I have some of my clients I'm so proud of because they have so many emotions and they face them and they're so strong. And like some people tend to hide from their emotions. And usually if you're watching something like this, you're probably facing your emotions. So we need to face them. Let them come up. If you let them come up, they clear, and then makes room for better positive energy and positive emotions. And remember, the magic is in the moment. The magic is in the moment. Okay, so knowing that the only time you can find miracles, the only time you can feel magic is right now. Even if you wished right now were better, that might be true. That's okay, but the magic is in the moment. Okay, Moon Shadow says, time to change to spring decor. I know, I'm so excited. I tend to rush spring a bit. I love spring. So, yeah, so I know I'm excited about the spring decor too. And I can't wait to see what you have, Moon Shadows, because I love your house. Okay, cool. Does anybody wanted a card pulled for them or anything? I think I might have missed it if I saw it. So if I missed it and you still want one, you can always put it in the comments below. Okay. Hi, Mary. We're actually signing off, but it's so good to see you. Mary is joining us too from Germany. I love seeing people from all over. It's so cool. So cool. So, okay, you guys, it was so nice. This seriously is my favorite time of the week. I'm not going to keep you on too long because I never want to let you guys go. So this is my favorite time of the week, but this is us signing off, knowing that the magic is in the moment. The magic is in the moment. Go through those emotions this weekend. The angels are here to help you. Oh, that's something I should say, that even with this relationship, if we talk about new relationships or old relationships or relationships that are, I love the All the Hearts, the relationships that are growing closer on Sunday, you know, ask the angels for help, because the angels are helping that relationship. So make sure that you talk and you ask the angels for help. I'm thinking of having another archangel session soon where I talk about giving people an archangel prescription. So like two archangels that you can develop a relationship with and start talking to. Okay, so that'd be cool. I'm excited about it. So I love all of you guys. Prudence, whoa, she was sleeping. Don't even think you guys saw her today. She's here, but she's always here. Okay, we're going to sign off. Peace and love. I hope everybody has a great first weekend in March, and I will see you guys next week, next Friday at 11:11. Peace and love. Love ya. Bye. Sorry to reach across.